What's going on, guys? It's Crazy for Coins here. In today's video topic, we're going to be talking about the subject of taxes. Um, Last year, the Supreme Court ruled that states can charge now sales tax for internet sales. Yeah, I'm not too happy about this. So anyway, I was looking last night and I was just basically interested because I saw JM Bullion now has this, and I don't recall noticing this is this new sales tax um, rules and regulations by state. So great, now we got this. But what is your what are your opinions on this, guys? Do you mind paying sales tax for your bullion? I personally do not, and the reason for why I don't is three words: taxation is theft. The problem with taxes, guys, is that when government collects taxes, it has all these different levels of bureaucracy. So $100,000, let's say $100,000 is supposed to go to X. Um, the problem is that by the time it gets there, only a fraction of what gets there is what actually gets there. So $100,000 might only be $60,000, $50,000. And quite frankly, you know what? The government wastes more of our hard-earned currency. So I have no sympathy towards paying more taxes. I'm sorry. Call me unpatriotic. Call me what you want. I think the patriotic thing to do is less taxes. Everybody should be paying less. Let me repeat that. Less taxes. Um, so anyway, um, the reason why this concerns me, guys, is also because it really affects me. Now, currently, I don't pay any sales tax off of eBay and Amazon through New York, unless I buy in-state and the person is licensed to um, collect sales tax. So my sales tax is 8.375%. So now, quarter ounce eagles, which I normally buy quarter ounce or half ounce eagles. Quarter ounce eagles, guys, a good price for a quarter ounce eagle right now, or a decent price, is $360. So $360 times 0.15, which would represent eBay's 15% off sale, would be 54 minus 360, which is 306. Okay, now 306 times 0.08375% equals 2563. So 306 plus 2563 gives me 331.63. Gold's currently trading at, we'll say, around 1280 an ounce for argument's sake. So now 331.63 times 4 equals 1326. Guys, I'm still paying over spot. So if I'm going to be charged sales tax, guys, you're going to see my purchase on eBay, I'm telling you right now, dramatically drop. So you go ahead and you go charge those sales tax. The politicians can, if they charge the sales tax, guys, I'm telling you right now, you're going to see my purchases dramatically drop. So one of the arguments is with the internet sales tax is that, oh, it's hurting the little guy, it's hurting small mom and pop business. Yes, it is hurting the small mom and pop business. But if you're implementing sales tax, is that not hurting the small mom and pop business that does sales on eBay? Or maybe I don't know. I'm not going to make too much of a comment on Amazon for ignorance because I don't know, but maybe possibly Amazon as well. How does that not hurt, the Joe Schmo like myself if I want to sell, a couple $100 worth of items to maybe because I need to pay some bills or something? How does that not hurt the small guy, the little guy? So I think that argument is a bunch of BS. And it's just another grab. It's just another tax grab for the politicians. But anyway, like I said, here's just some articles, guys, I was just reading. New year means new internet retail tax for Georgia. They'll add 4% state sales tax and any local taxes to the cost of online purchases made from companies not being currently charging the levies. Lawmakers approved legislation during the 2008 session supporting a universal sales tax on online sales, and the U.S. Supreme Court in June backed internet sales taxes, knocking down a 1990s decision that limited states in collecting such duties. President Donald Trump praised the ruling. I disagree. Let's see. Must collect and remit to the sales tax and purchases tax due notices on their site. Second opinion is used. The customer will be obligated to send the taxes to the State Department of Revenue. Oh, gee, that's really nice. Really nice. Like they don't take enough of our cash. Again, yeah. Oh, it's only 4%. That's not too bad. But it's the principle, guys. It's give a man an inch and he'll take a mile. It's 4% today, 6% tomorrow, 8% the next day. That's the problem. And once you enact these taxes, once you enact these laws, it becomes much, much, much harder to have them removed. So we better think very carefully about passing new laws and new legislation. Okay, so this is just one example, which is Georgia, okay? This is my state, which is just a little tidbit right here. It says, he says, plus, he said, local governments would be in line for $370 million sales tax windfall in Cuomo's budget, which would close an internet loophole that has allowed Amazon, eBay, Etsy, if that's how it's pronounced, and other companies to avoid collecting sales tax on sales by third parties using the company's platforms to sell goods. Again, I don't know. This is still speculation, guys. Maybe it doesn't include all bullion. Maybe if it's over $1,000, you won't be charged a sales tax. Maybe if it's above, I really don't know. Maybe they'll set it up to New York State rules and regulations where if it's a numismatic coin, where if it's a certain dollar amount above bullion, the spot price per bullion, then they charge sales tax. I don't know exactly how they're going to work it out, but I can tell you if it's 8.375%, you will definitely see a dramatic shift in my spending, and I potentially will eliminate 90 plus percent of my bullion buying, guys, because the reason for why I'm buying bullion so loosely is because I'm getting it so well below spot that I don't have to worry about, completely worry about charting where, there's the fundamental analysis where I feel gold will eventually drop to 1,000 to 1,200 an ounce. 1,000 to 1,100 an ounce will be my ultimate buy around that area. And silver to 10 to 12. I don't have to worry about that now because I can get gold so far below spot that it's not an issue. But if you're going to implement sales tax on it, guys, now I have to be much more careful. I've got to be much more careful about where I buy my gold and silver, when to buy my gold and silver. So I'm going to tell you right now that if gold goes up, let's just say gold goes up to $1,350, $1,400 and there's a sales tax, I'm not buying. I will not buy any gold. I will not buy any silver. I don't care. Because I will not pay that. I will not pay that tax unless gold is exactly at the level that I want. The whole point in what I'm trying to teach you guys, and the whole point is what I'm trying to say is that you want to take as least amount of risk to maximize your reward. It only makes sense. Okay, you want to make, if you're in a stock, okay, if you buy a stock, and you value the company at $200, why are you going to buy the stock at $180 when you have $20 in risk and you have God knows amount of reward? You only $20 reward and God knows how much risk, when you could buy it at $100 or $80. Now you're taking a lot less risk and your reward is now quintupled, sextupled, octupled than it was when it was at $180. So that is why I'm going to be, like I said, if this sales tax, does pass in New York State, For me personally, I hate it. I will hate it, and you will see a dramatic, like I said, you will see a dramatic drop in the amount of purchases that I make. Because if it's not at the level that I'm looking for it to buy, which means that I'm paying over spot or close to spot, um, because the only way I could get it, and even no, even if it was a 1 ounce, no, so I'd be paying, still be paying over spot. So I'm telling you right now, if I'm paying over spot, it's going to be between 1,000 and 1,200 an ounce. If I'm not, if it's not at that level, I'm probably not buying it. So that's that. Again, let me know in the comment section below of what you guys think of the internet sales tax. And the only other thing that I'm going to mention, I might make a part two. Also, one more comment. I might make a part two for this for taxes in general, just for taxes in general. This would be internet sales tax, but I'll make one for taxes in general. But anyway, the last point I'm going to make, which is non-related, is that I seem to have noticed when I've done my research that eBay seems to do their 10% off sales come more towards the end of the month, and it seems like we get at least one per month. So I'm expecting a 15% or 10% off quote unquote bullion sale any day now. Any day. I don't think Saturday and Sunday, the weekends, they do it. I think it's weekdays. So any day now, I expect them to do that, and I have around $100 in eBucks, which is going to expire on February the 2nd. So I am looking for that 10-15% off, and when I do get that 10-15% off eBucks, guys, eBucks, percent off, the 15% off, I will be buying something, and I will be using the eBucks as well. Also, one more point is that if the sales tax is passed, guys, I am strongly considering ramping up my bullion buying in anticipation of this, because if this does happen and I do cut back, then what you're going to see, like I said, is that what I'm doing is basically buying from the future. Like they always say, we're borrowing from our children's, we're borrowing our children's future away to pay for now. I'm buying bullion now that I would normally have bought in the future. So I might be doing, maybe, I don't know, maybe I might be doing a lot more unboxing videos. And I might be holding more of my bullion simply because of this. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will be making a second video later. You don't have to watch it. The second video is just going to be basically my trading update. That's all it's going to be. I know it's not popular. I know you guys like, coins, paper money, bullion, which is fine. But I also like stocks. And if I ever make it big in the future, I just want my trades, I want my thought process and whatever not to be public. I want to be transparent in my trading. And ultimately, if you're new to this channel, that's ultimately what I want to do with the rest of my life, is become a full-time stock trader. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of this, and have a nice